Hi, so with this video we're continuing to look at the main Promo Planner 4 data collection template, and this time it's the turn of the product setup tab, and there it is. So what we need to do here is list the principal products that are going to be driving your business over the next 3, 4, 5 years. Now, we want to include those products that are being promoted and those products that you expect to be promoted, but it's very important that you include here products that you know are going to be launched in the next 2, 3, 4 years. The Promo Planner can help greatly with planning for product launches and ensuring that each of the products in your total portfolio, the launched ones and those legacy products, if we want to call them that, are going to be optimized correctly. So let's start adding some products. Here we go. It's very simple. We can just type them in. And you can go and add as many as you like. Now, there are a few things to notice here. Don't do what I've just done. Don't leave blank lines. That can cause all kinds of confusion. Also, don't use the same product name on more than one line, because this can get very confusing when you start to look at some of the reports in your finished Promo Planner analysis. And there's some other tips and hints here we should take note of. Try to keep the names quite short. They need to be easily identifiable, but try to keep them quite short, because again, these names are going to appear all over the various reports that the Promo Planner will produce for you, so you want them to look neat and tidy and be easy to read. Also, think about the order of the products that you're listing here, because many of the reports that you will see, you will find the products listed in exactly the order that you have here. So this template is set up to take up to 100 products. There we go, right down to the bottom, 100 products. The actual Promo Planner tool itself is not limited at all in the number of products that you can add. So if you do find that 100 products is not enough for you on the template, then do talk to your product manager, your project manager, and I'm sure they'll tell you what you need to do. But 100 products should be sufficient for all but the very largest of projects that you might be working with. So a couple more things to note. Let me correct my problem here and put this one correctly. There we go. I've been adding the products at a kind of brand level, but there's no reason why you can't, if you want to add them at an indication level. So let's imagine that Bofors has, let's say, a neuralgia application or indication, and let's say we also have for Bofors an oncology indication. There's no reason at all why we can't do something like that. What we don't want you to do is now add another one and call it something like Bofors Total. That's going to confuse everybody, because we'll be starting to double count all the other kinds of information we're collecting, the sales forecast, the cost of goods. All of those things will be complicated by doing something like that. So there's no need to do that. And also, within the Promo Planner tool, there's all kinds of filtering mechanisms. So if you wanted to see a total for both Bofors indication together, you can do that. So that's something we might want to do later. So don't put totals in. If you want to put indication level information in, that's absolutely fine. But do remember that when we start filling out the other tabs, the sales forecast, the cost of goods, the FTE plan, and so on, you'll also need to provide that data at the indication level. So do think at this point at exactly what level you want to enter the data for. There's usually very little requirement to put the data in here at the SKU level or the presentation level. That's usually far too far down the line for detail. What we're trying to do is planning, and we're planning primarily at the brand level. But if you want, or you have, say, a new indication launch for a product, then an indication level data entry might be exactly what you need. If you want to mix, as I've done here, indication level entries and brand level entries, that's absolutely fine. There's no problem with that at all. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove these ones that that I've entered in here. And on my other screen that you can't see, I have got a whole load of products already mentioned, and I'm going to simply cut and paste them in here. So this is an Excel spreadsheet, so there's no reason at all why I can't cut and paste from any other source that you like, just as I've done here. I've done Control C and Control V, but you can obviously use whatever method you like to do your cutting and pasting. So now I have a whole list of up to 29 products. Now, a few points to bear in mind if you're going to cut and paste. Firstly, please just paint the text. Just to paste the text. Don't paste any kind of formats or what have you with it. That can cause confusion. This template that we're looking at is designed not just to help you collect this data, but it also imports directly into the Promo Planner tool. So if you make any changes to it, if you change the format, if you add a column or you add a row, or you try to be very helpful for your project manager and add in some comments here and there, that actually causes more problems than it solves. So please don't change the formats, don't play with the layout of the template at all, and don't interfere with the formats either. That way you'll keep everybody very happy. So that's it. We now have a list of 29, in my case, products added to the product setup tab, and we're ready to go on and look at some of the other tabs in this template. As usual, if you have any comments, any questions, please add them and post them to us. Thank you very much.